Welcome everybody. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope and pray that the Wi-Fi stays good tonight. Last week was awful trying to get that Wi-Fi going. So, you guys missed a great match last week if you only watch on TikTok. I ended up posting the whole video up on Facebook, going live over there, unfortunately. That was the only thing I could do, you know, I just couldn't get live at all on TikTok last week. It is so difficult sometimes. But anyway, we got a great match tonight against Dick, Joe, and Dave.
How are you?
My first. What's going on, Shane? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I didn't fall last week at all. I was injured, so I want to make sure I didn't get hurt anymore. I think we're ready to go. I think I'm going up there now. You guys all ready? All right, good luck, bud. Good luck. What do you want to do? Good luck. Go get him, guys.
Good luck, guys.
There we go. All right. Put my dollar up there. Handicap is 33 to 72, so about 40 pins. This game's easy.
Yeah.
What a start, guys. What a start. What was delayed? No, it went down as quick as it needed to go, okay? As quick as it needed to go. All right, let's go back to hitting that head then. Or leave everything but the head pin. At least it's a 9 fill. We'll take that. $9.10. That is some awful wood up there. Dean, where do I hit this? Okay. He says. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. No. Yeah, that was some rough wood there. Yeah. Oh, dropped the ball. I dropped it. Well, hit the head pin, which is nice. We got a tough leave here. We got to hit the 2 side and then hope to shoot 1 over. That was an awful throw, Tony. That was just as bad. All right. 7.
You know, you turn with a strike, it's all downhill.
I know. You can't get any better than that. Excuse me, guys. Hi, guys. Well, not the best half ever, but I'll take anything over a 50 half. Already 659 likes. You guys are incredible. What a start. I got to go pay my my dues. I will be right back on that. I'm Brian Fuller Jr. Right behind you. What's going on? How are you? Good. Steve, what's happening?
What up, man?
Yeah, I don't trust you with this money.
I know. I got right in the back.
Nothing wrong with that either. How's JT doing? As good as me? No, he's not. What's going on, Kathy? Good to see you. See, I walk away, and now we're almost at 1,000. 1,000 likes already. We are, what, 4 minutes into the game? At this pace, we're going to hit 100,000 likes by the end of the live tonight. No, I guess that would be 400 minutes. We are not staying on that long. No. So how is everybody? What did I miss in your lives this past week? I've been gone for a week. I didn't poll at all last week. I went live on Facebook last week because TikTok was. I've been gone for a week. I didn't poll at all last week. I went live on Facebook last week because TikTok was being weird with the Wi-Fi. But I didn't poll either Tuesday or Thursday. My leg was bothering me, or my back, or my hip, or something was bothering me. Oh, we got no Wi-Fi again. Why? And Nancy, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but my back is doing good right now. So far, so good. I'm just worried that the Wi-Fi is not going to work. Anytime we're on this side of the alley, it's always tough. I need to be on the 35, 36 side, not the 15, 16 side. So, but yeah, back is doing good right now so far. I'm hoping nothing happens to it. Nice shot from Joe. Oh, JT was on the headpin, but that piece of wood was blocking him. Yeah, no, I'm happy that I'm feeling good right now. Coming into tonight, I felt really good. So, hoping a week off is all my body needed. Let's hope that's all it needed, at least. All right, so like I said before, we were down 40 pins coming into this as a handicap. JT's going to be losing to his guy Joe, unless Joe like really misses here. But okay, they're tied. They're tied so far. 33 for each of them. Nice ball, JT. Nice ball. But yeah, how are all of you guys? Anything new in your lives going on? Oh no! Oh, JT. My brother had texted me, he posted it on Facebook, but then we were talking about it after. He just got out of a relationship like a year ago or so. And what's going on, Alyssa? Good to see you. And I've been telling him for a while that he had to leave this girl because she was her mental sanity was definitely not there. And she ended up like hearing voices, like actually her sanity wasn't there anymore. And she ended up going off on the downstairs neighbor and being arrested for it this past weekend. Yeah, I'm just very happy he's not in that relationship anymore. Oh, JT almost had it. But yeah, that whole. Oh, JT almost had it. But yeah, that whole story is like literally crazy. Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way about the girl, but oh, man, this Wi-Fi is killing me tonight. Just stay green. I just want it to stay green. Yeah, I know. I did go live on Tuesday night because we were bowling Gary's team last week, but he didn't show up. So even though I wasn't bowling last week, I wanted to make sure I showed Gary off to you guys. Oh, that dollar's within my reach right now, JT.
Oh,
yeah. Thank you for the share, Joanne. I appreciate that. The more people that get to see this great game, the better. Yeah, my 54 is good for me, but as a team, like we can't be all bowling like this. So I'm sure Dean's going to pick it up really well right here. His first ball in warm-ups was a strike, which I always say is a bad thing. I always like to have a bad warm-up where I can't find anything and nothing's working for me. I much prefer to have it like that. And I did. I had a terrible warm-ups, so I assume that just means I'm going to bowl really well today. There you go, Dean. Nice 10. Uh-oh. That was weird. Setting it up as for the 7-10 for him. I guarantee this is all going to come crashing down. Right? No. Sometimes it like double sets. Dean with a great first ball. Okay, there he goes. At least one of them fell for him. Having a big split like that is tough. But Dean with the 10 pin, I'm not too worried about him not hitting. Oh! He just barely missed that one. He's kicking himself for sure on that. right, perfect game. It's not going to be there for him. Clean game in Tendon, if you you call it that, but in Candlepin we call it a perfect game. Dean all over that head pin. Yeah, 3-1 split though. That is not good. It is a makeable shot in Candlepin. You really got to go right after the 4 pin there, like farther left than that, and just barely clip the 2 pin. That's the way that one goes. Yeah, Dean's off right now. Not expected right now. Not expecting that out of Dean. He's been like just absolutely crushing it the past few weeks. Teddy, how are you? Good, how about you? Just making sure my leg isn't going to be hurting, or my back, or whatever it was. So I'm going to try sitting down while I'm doing this. You know, at least until it's back 100%. But I didn't bowl Tuesday or Thursday. Great. Yeah. I'm just worried, you know. Yep. All it takes is me sticking one time, and then it'll be back to the beginning. Teddy DeBurrow right there, owner here at Academy Lanes. Coming over to check on me because I'm sitting down today while I'm talking to you guys. I'm normally standing up. I normally don't sit the entire time I'm here. And I think he was just making sure it was okay. You know. Oh, that was a really good ball from Dave right there. Right in the pocket, right where it should have been. Dean very full on that head pin, with getting a big split. That is the 2-7-10 right there. Makeable shot. He's got a piece of wood there too to help. I think he's trying to think about where to play it. He's letting Sage go first. Sonia's sister, Sage, is on lane 14 right now. Perfectly thrown throw. Wow. That was incredible. Sorry about that cough, guys. What a shot, Dean. All right, here we go. No, missed the headband again. Oh, man. Come on, Tony. Everything but the headpin. We're down by 27 pins right now. Oy, oy, oy. Just not on camera. All right, here we go. No, Tony. Oh, so frustrating. Okay. No. Wow. Consider what a terrible ball that was. It was? Did you see that first ball, though? Come on, pull it, pull it. Oh. All right, there we go. Oh, what? Hey, what I miss?
Okay.
No, I get it. I like that. Come on, Josh. How are you?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I mean, wasn't the best, but I'm above average. That one fill. Oh, the one fills are so bad for me. I always just want to do just a little bit better than that. JT. Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, it was. Like, that one was okay. I liked that one. The first ball was terrible, though. That first ball, I think I hit the 10 pin. And luckily it bounced back and knocked some pins down. Left me a lot of wood to work with. But yeah, I definitely didn't deserve 6 pins to fall with that first ball. What if some finish their game? We do 5 frames at a time. So basically, you know, I'm going to finish before Dean, just because Dean is the anchor. Oh, that was the 9th one? Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Sarge with the boxing gloves. Thank you. #1 gifter. Appreciate that, always. Sarge is also a subscriber, as you can see, with the little Tony next to his name. Always appreciate that so much. What's going on, John? How are you, buddy? They're currently only down 8 pins, though, right now. Oh, no, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be 18 pins. Right now, score is 258 to 276. Down by 18 pins. But, I mean, I still like our chances because JT and Dean, they're both going to hit their averages. So I think we're going to be fine. Fall season starts the first week, usually after Labor Day. So it would be, what is that, September 5th, 10th, somewhere around there. Aaron Woolery with, is that a gummy bear? A high bear, yep. So yeah, first week in September that'll start. So we got a few more weeks of this left. And then Max will be back on my team. So we don't know about the third person still. I was supposed to talk to Rich Lottie, but he never called me. So I'm going to assume, since he didn't call me, and I talked to his daughter, and she said he was fine, everything was good. But I don't know what's going on with him. Just a little off right there. But he's now beating me. He's at 84. I hope not. I hope not, Aaron. I will try to stay around here or have someone come around here at the hour mark. I saw somebody else doing, I was watching other people's lives. They were doing bowling stuff, and they set a timer on a separate watch for the hour mark. So that way they always have somebody there to get the puzzle piece. Whoa. Now we're at 282 to 293. Only down 11 pins right now. We're always going to start down because of the massive handicap. For quite a while. It's just basically if the camera doesn't move for a long time, they want to make sure you're actually being live still. It's just part of the natural stuff. If I moved my camera more, the puzzle piece wouldn't show up. Handicap this is an 80% handicap league, so they go to a certain number, whatever that number happens to be. I don't know, 120 we'll say. And say my average is a 105, which it is, I would get 80% of 15 pins as a handicap. So I don't know what that is. My math has never been my strong point. So we'll say 10. You know, I know it's more than that, but then say I had a 90 average, you would be getting 80% of 30 pins, which wouldn't be as much. So it definitely favors the better bowlers. And then it just, as a team, you know, all those numbers get added together. Oh, there you go, Aaron. Okay, so 12. Which is only a 117. So if I came in with a 120 average, and if it was based off of 120, that would be 0, and they would have a 3-pin advantage every single game. Tammy Tanner with big lemonade. Thank you. Always love having a lemonade while I'm bowling. Yeah, and that one is only a 114 at that point. So in an 80% league like this one, you really want to have the higher average bowlers on your team. If it was a 100% handicap league, then I would get 15 pins every time. The 90 average would get 30 pins every single time. It's just based off of a certain number. I don't know what that number happens to be. I would guess it would be 120, maybe 125. And if you have a negative handicap, that is also possible. So like Josh Daly with a 130 average here, he would actually have a negative handicap that would affect the team differently. Gary probably does set the number. Yeah, you're right. Dean Sullivan coming after my dollar right now. I can't believe Gary didn't show up last week, Kevin. I came all the way down to Academy Lanes just to record Gary's team last week, and he didn't show up. Oh yeah, for Dave, that was a beautiful spare. $327, $319. We're now up by 8 pins, plus whatever Dean puts on this. Only 5. Okay. And Dave, I only got 4, so he gained 1 more pin there. I like that. Oh, Dean off the head pin. Like he wants to give me that dollar. I mean, I hope not at this point. As long as he stays ahead of Dave, I think we're okay, but I still want him to bowl well. Keep the totals high. Dean with an 8, Dave with a 7. Gained another pin. I like that. Let's go. 330 to 340 right now. We're up by 10 pins. I was going to say, that pin wants to fall down. I can't believe it didn't. I like Dean's a little better here. He's got a lot of wood up there to work with. Dave's isn't that bad, but the 4 Horsemen's always tough for me to hit. That's where you get 4 along the side. And he's got 4 plus an extra one. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that was a perfectly thrown ball. There's no reason for that 7 pin not to go in that situation. But, you know, Candlepin bowling. Nice 10. Dean's going to steal that dollar from me. That's okay. I'll let him take that dollar. There it is. We're up by 11, so Dean gets a spare here. It's over completely. But even if he doesn't, I think we got this one. There it is. We win game 1, everybody. That's what I like to see. Winning game 1. Starting off strong. They finished with a 347. And right now we are at, I think, 360 plus whatever he throws here. Okay. Nice 120. I'm up here on the left-hand side now. That was not the prettiest. win as a team. 263 is not usually good enough to win, but it was this time. All right, nice big split. Oh.
Okay, fun, buddy.
Man, I can't hit those pins today.
All the anger out of Microsoft on these pins.
What the heck's going on here today? Yeah, they're all there now. Even that big delay, I don't have any. There it is. There it is. I don't like patience. Oh.
Good sounder.
All right, I'll take that as a 10. Something's going on with this lane today. Only 4 pins were there. Nope. Okay, we just get the 4 horsemen. Glad that one in the back went. Nope. Wow. Can't even keep it on the right side of the lane.
That ain't bad.
No, it's not bad. I think I gotta go just below the red line. Wasn't there? Want to do one more? Okay. I mean, I want to, but I hit the head pin. All right, now I'm just gonna play the wood. Or take one. Oh, that was ugly, JT. That was not pretty. As good as my last game was, that one was not good at all. All right, I'm back here now. So if you have any questions about Candlepin bowling, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. I generally don't look at the pins. It all depends on, like, I don't know. I have trouble keeping my head up to be able to do that. It is the best kind of bowling. Jedi knows. What's happening, Trigger? Three shots per frame. Your first one is still a strike. Your second one is still a spare. The exact same as 10 pin. With 2 bonus balls and 1 bonus ball, respectively. In your third ball, if you knock them all down, it is just total pinfall. So if you get them all down in your third ball, it is just a 10. Nick! I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, buddy. So yeah, if you still get 12 strikes in a row, it is still 300, same as 10 pin. Oh, 12, that's a good gate number. 60? Yeah, summer's tough here, honestly, too. Yeah, because it's a speed league, we do 5 frames at a time. Most times in Candlepin bowling, it's 2 frames at a time, but speed leagues do 5 at a time. I prefer to do that. Yeah, always outdoor stuff for me too, but I do enjoy still going bowling, but I definitely prefer the summer stuff, the outdoor stuff. Highest score ever, Jay Wu, was a 245. It's happened twice. Nobody's ever thrown a 300. Yeah, I do a lot of the looking beforehand, and then I just kind of picture it in my head of what I want it to do, and that usually works for me. I kind of look at the spot where I want to put the ball down, though, as my object spot. My spare shots were awful up there, yeah. I was missing by a lot. Yep, I fully agree with you, Nick. Sometimes that's the way it goes, though. You know, like, sometimes you have a good first ball, sometimes you have a good second ball. I don't understand it. I feel like I'm doing the same thing every single time, but I never know. The smallest change can change, like, your score by vast amounts. So, yeah, I always try to visualize it, like, before I throw the ball, like, what's going to happen. If you see me, I'm a slow bowler up there, meaning, like, I'll stand up there for a second and think about it. We don't invite others while I'm doing this. What was I saying? Yeah, I always take a second to kind of look at it, take a breath, and then, do my own shit. Yeah, you got a lot of hand-eye coordination here in Canada. You need it. They make it so easy here, Alan. Believe it. Especially in this game, though. Forget about it. Was I having an issue with the mic before? Oh, well, I see. Okay. That just means it's probably going, the battery's dying. We'll just switch mics. It's that easy. How about this? Is this better? What's going on, Jeff? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. But this is down better, the microphone. Just double make sure. Since I switched the mics. Really? That should not be happening. I wonder why. Give me a second, I'll see what I can do to fix that. How about now? Is this any better? I didn't even see it because I was trying to fix the microphone. Okay, yeah. So I had to. I have a backup pair of microphones that I can use. Weird. I never know what backup because I don't trust anything. They weren't plugged in for very long today, so maybe the battery was just dying on both of them. Wow, we are getting it handed to us right now. Getting it handed to us. The lagging is because on 15 and 16. The Wi-Fi is all the way down the other end of the building, and because it's such a big building, the Wi-Fi is just terrible. The lower number we go, it's the worst. Like, I hate when we're all the way down here. I would much prefer to be at 35, 36 every single time if I could. But a big cement building and not near the Wi-Fi. And while the boroughs put a lot of money into this, them hooking me up with better Wi-Fi is not part of their grand plan. I wish it was. I wish it was, but unfortunately, they do need a booster, yes. I agree they do, but I can't make them do that. Cora, what's going on? Good to see you. Yes, yep. Teddy and Josh are the two owners here. Teddy's the owner, Josh's his son, who I assume is going to inherit it afterward. Yeah, if you know anything about the Haverhill area, you know a lot about the DeBurrows. Wow, another great ball from Dave. 4 marks in a row. Currently sitting at 77 through 4. He could have been related for sure. Oh, he wanted that 5 marks in a row, but didn't get it. There you go. Nice shot, Dino. Rachel! I got to go bowl. I'll be right back.
All right, Tony, keep working.
What's up? All right. We're down by 80 pins, guys. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Got a big split. That was the object pin, but not where I obviously want to put it. Oh, nice out. I need to do something to help catch up a little bit. 80 pins is a lot of pins to make up. Nope. Off on that one. I think I overthrew that one. Oof. Shake it off. $56. Thankfully, Leah's in here to make fun of me. Oh, talking to the fans. Okay, just hit the head pin. Take out the 1-2. Easy game. Oh. I didn't miss that by much. Wow. Hey, Tony, you need 2 marks here. You need 2 marks in a row. I thought I had it.
Keep close, keep close.
All right, still need 2 marks in a row, which means we need a double strike. You go, Bob. Got my 93 pins right now. Ooh, boy. Oh, yeah. Hopefully I get at least 6 for a 90, which is not where I want to be, but oh well. Yeah, I guess. That's the first 10 I know. Ugly, 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 ugly. It's okay. We'll shake it off. Oh no, Lee is here. He saw my game, my 92. I can't help thinking about the outcome. I think about the outcome every single time. I want to know what I need. I want to know I need 2 marks. I feel like that helps me normally. Usually I find it easier in like when I have 4 frames left to tell myself I need 2 marks out of my next 4. So it's not as much pressure to get 2 right now, but 2 in the next few. Thanks, Lee. Thank you. At least I didn't get in the 70s, you know? Like, through 7, I was starting to think I was going to get in the 70s. 10? I didn't want to have to do that. Woo. I haven't done that in a while, though, honestly. I think the ones who won the function hall are like brothers or cousins. It's the same family, yes, but it's not the same people. Mark Weber, what's happening, buddy? What an awful game, Jeff. I know. My last game was good, too, you know? And then I go up there and can't hit a spare to save my life.
Good thing you don't need to hit a spare to save your life.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Uh-oh, puzzle piece time. Maybe, if it pops up, it did. Okay, puzzle piece. Check. So after an hour of being live, if I don't move the camera very much, it'll think that I'm not actually live. So basically just got to move a puzzle piece over to the correct spot.
Prove you're not a robot.
Yep. Prove I'm not like asleep too, you know, like recording me while I sleep is kind of weird, but some people do it.
Sleep study.
Yeah, but being live, well, you know, having everybody watch you while you're sleeping, no, I'm all set with that.
Some people pay for that.
Oh, the auto school, DeBurrow. Yes, I went to that auto school also. Yeah, I had, was his name Joe DeBurrow? Did you go to this area? School or anything? No. The auto school in this area was also owned by the DeBurrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they owned everything.
I don't think you want to choose that route.
Thanks. Nobody you know, Mark. Nobody you know. He has a 95 average. Yeah, I only had him for auto school because I went to school in Amesbury. So obviously I didn't have him as a regular teacher, but yeah, I forgot about that. And he was not over the line. Oh, absolutely. Let me find out for you. Hold on 1 second. Pardon me for a second. That is Dave Fitzgerald with the 87 right now. I got to remember the next line every single time, Mr. Popson. I really do. I feel like a failure right now because we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. Dave also has a 98.3 average normally, so. See, I remember the conversations. I just don't remember. Like, it takes me a while. I talk a lot, believe it or not. Pete, what's going on, buddy? I still have a route, so still waiting on Mike to call me back. I have a 92, and I'm somehow going to beat JT. How is that even possible at this point? That is not good for our team in general. I don't know. Like I said, when I talked to Mike, he seemed very excited for me to be able to for me to want to sell the bread route. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. My Pepperidge guy in my area is super excited about it. There you go. Nice spare, JT. Because he wants me to buy his Pepperidge route. His route's been for sale for like 4 years or something, and nobody wants to buy it. I really do. But Max wouldn't be here right now anyway. He's up camping right now. His route does almost 11 grand a week right now. Yep, JT's up there right now, Jeff. Yeah, nice 6. 98 for JT. Yeah, I mean, my route only does like 7,400 right now, so that'll be a lot more. Nice finish. Thank you. Oh, boy. JT is great to have on my team. I like JT a lot. Me and JT have bowled together for forever, it feels like. When JT, oh, come on, strike. No. When JT and I first started bowling together, I think he was like 18 years old. He was just a little kid way back then. I have a Arnold. Oh, is that one no good, does he think? I think it's good. But... Oh. So yeah, I have an Arnold bread route in like the Newburyport area. That's what I do for a real job. Yep, a bread route. And Pete the bread guy is one of the guys I work with. So, of course, he's just made bread his life, apparently, because he's Pete the bread guy. So up here in, like, they don't even do the Martin's potato chips. Like, the Martin's guys around here only do the bread. Oh, there it is, Dean. Yeah, you know what? That happens, Jedi. Oh, see, it wasn't up here. Like, I was told you could get the chips, but I could be very, very wrong. Yeah, I've done a bunch of different routes throughout my life. I did Pepperidge bread, Arnold bread. I did Pepperidge cookies. I did Little Debbie for a little while. I've done Cape Cod chips, Wise chips. It was the same company back then. Oh, nice fill, Dean. Basically, once I figured out I could pretty much drive and tuck early in the morning every day for a living, that's just what I wanted to do. Because I love driving. I still do. I still enjoy driving. And I like getting up early. I don't like staying up late. So bread just seemed to work out perfectly for me. And I talk a lot. Even at work, like I talk most of the time. I have the biggest personality in my area. Like I just talk to everybody. So as you guys can tell, I'm me no matter where I go. Whether I'm delivering bread, whether I'm in a bowling alley, it's always just me. Dean, great ball. All over that headpin right now. Oh, Dean. That was a perfectly thrown ball there, and it just did not want to go for him. Dave Fitzgerald with a 124 plus a ball. We all got beaten by our guys this game. Absolutely, Mr. Popson. If kind of schedule it ahead of time just to kind of like let me know. And absolutely, Mr. Popson. If kind of schedule it ahead of time just to kind of like let me know. And as long as I'm free, I will try to make the time to meet up with people and have a game with them. It's happened a couple times. I would definitely be more inclined if you were a subscriber, but but no matter what, yes. Especially if you want to come down on a Tuesday and just hang out at Academy. I'm here every single Tuesday from 7 to 10, and then right now I'm usually here most Thursdays for my league. I'm usually here, but if you're going to be in the area. Say you lived in like Ohio and you're coming up here for a week, I would try to make some time if I could. I believe there's a thing at the bottom, like a little star. And then you click that little star button and then you sign up. $125. Good game.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't beat your guy, but.
Really? Neither did you.
None of us did.
Yeah, well.
None of us did.
Get on your ass.
Fair enough. All right, let's run these 4 down. Everything but the headband. right. I can't throw that slow.
That was his first one.
A 10. And a 9 on that one. All right, come on, Tony. Have fun. I like that piece of wood right there. Woo!
More than a 1.
Oh boy. 48. Hey, it worked, Mr. Bobson. Thank you for the subscription. There you go. Subscribing helps so much, everybody. The more subscribers I have, when people send me a gift, the more percentage I get of that gift. So, what's going on?
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Great. How about you?
Are you hitting them?
My first ball's good.
Okay, great.
My second ball's terrible.
Okay.
And here's what it is. I don't think Dean's too happy with me, but Dean, my teammate.
You want me to slap him?
No.
Yeah, you're good. I'll go slap him. I'll set him in his place.
No. I think he just expects more from me.
Well, because everybody knows you. We know what you can do.
Yeah.
Nights are nights. I'm hitting stuff that's not going, and I feel like I'm throwing a ball, and then all of a sudden I take a left turn, and I'm throwing a very bad ball. So I'm having one of those nights.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But it's still early. We'll see.
It is. It's only game 3. We're less than halfway. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. That is Amy Doobie right there. Amy is fantastic. She's awesome. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. Subscribing helps so much. Yeah, and like, it's just like the best way to support me, and I always appreciate it. So, whoa! And also, the more subscribers I have, the more subscriber gifts I can give. So sometimes, like once a month, I think they give me one subscriber gift for every 10 or 20 that I have. So I can give some away so people can help me out too. So yeah, Travis, it wasn't that bad a start. Like I wish there was more than a 2 fill on that, but I was still okay with it. But last game we lost that one by 100-something pins, so we have quite a we're still down by 96 right now in totals. Gift, I believe. Let's see. How do you send gifts, everybody? I don't know because I can't really do it necessarily right now. But I think there should be a gift button at the bottom. Okay, hold on one second. See, I feel like that's just the normal way I throw it.
But it's not. You're really out of sorts if you're throwing it hard. Your shoulders up, you're all out of whack.
Yeah, see, there's... Okay, yeah. There's no gift button necessarily on mine right now. Yeah, Max, both my kids, I know you guys don't know my older one, but both my kids are like the best kids ever. And I don't know what I did to get such good kids, because I don't feel like I did anything necessarily, but I appreciate the kind words. And yeah, Max is awesome. I've got him. Funny story about Max. Hopefully he's not watching, because I don't know if I'm supposed to know this story yet or not. He's going to probably tell it to me when he comes home, but my mother-in-law and him are going camping right now. And while they were going camping, they went up to a bowling alley, of course. And they go inside. Ooh, Mr. Popson sending his first gift with a sneaky gnome. Thank you. Not only a subscriber, but a gifter. Mr. Popson, you are awesome. So anyway, Max and my mother-in-law went to a bowling alley. And I guess the guy behind the counter, as soon as Max walked in, he's like, oh, wait a minute, I know you. And Max is like, wait, you do? He's like, yeah, you're Max. I've seen all your videos. He's like, I think you're such a good bowler. And he starts like praising Max and telling him like, how happy he is to actually get to meet him, that he wasn't expecting him to just come walking in. And I guess it put Max off a little bit because he didn't really like know how to react to being recognized. But he was excited about it, that someone recognized him as a bowler. Yeah, he's not really a celebrity, but I definitely post a lot of videos of him because I love watching Max. I mean, he's my favorite bowler, so. I've definitely, it's happened to me a lot of times when I've walked into random bowling alleys and just had people walk up to me and talk to me, and that it's always really fun for me. Like, obviously, like, I'm not a celebrity, but to have people excited to see me, I get excited about that. I know last time I was up in Maine at the Big 20, I was doing a tournament up there with my buddy Jeff Little, and I had a bunch of people show up to the tournament just because they heard that I was going to be in there, and they wanted to meet me, and I thought that was so cool. Like,
Oh, what a fit! Hell of a fit!
you know what? That in '88 really isn't all that bad, right? Yeah, it really isn't, especially if you haven't bowled in a long time. Like, there's definitely a lot of people out there who never have in '88, you know. Yeah, and then another guy, we happened to be watching his live while I was up there, and he noticed that I was live, and he's like, "Oh my God, that's right down the street from me." So he drove down, and he got to meet me too, and that was really fun. Oh, that's so normal. Like, I guarantee if you bowled a couple more times, you'd be right back into it. Your average would go up probably to like a mid-90s. Just knowing where you're supposed to stand on your approach, that's a big deal, you know? So this fall coming up, obviously Tuesday night's going to be my normal, me and Max and one other person. My buddy Rob, what's happening, buddy? How are you? Me and Rob are going to get together tomorrow. We heard Chili's is having $5 lemonades tomorrow, so yeah, 300s don't ever happen. Even, like a clean game, we call that a perfect game, and that is very rare. Oh yeah, see, Rob, I keep everything wholesome on this channel. So we always, I don't drink on this channel. I only drink lemonades. So, yeah. What's a score I heard? Anytime anything's over 200, I always I gotta see it. I gotta watch that entire match. Or if somebody isn't that good and they throw like a 170, it's like, come on now, that's questionable. That's a little questionable. Rob's been one of my best friends for a long time. I was the best man at his wedding. And you guys want to know any dirt on me? He's got most of it, so. Lots of good times. Lots and lots of good times. At least most of the stories that we have together, I can tell them in public. Unlike ones with with Fred that I am not allowed to tell ever. I always just feel like Dean's just going to get every single spare. He's such a good bowler. Not for me and Rob. I think most of me and Rob's stories are pretty much Or I can't think of anything that I can't say in public. One of my other friends, definitely I could ruin him by telling a couple of those stories. Cry dog, what is going on? Oh, I thought Dean was going to get that one. He still might. That piece of wood is too far out. Yeah, if it was Riverwalk, that thing would have rolled back. Yeah, the story of the crab hat will always be one of those ones. Here's JT running down the lanes. Nice job, JT. Wow, that was no good. No good on that one. But of course, Mr. Popson, with the mutually assured, I have never done anything wrong, and I am a perfect angel all the time. So, you know, they have no good stories on me. Nope, the lanes are the exact same length as a 10-pin lane. That is just the camera. Oh, nice strike. They're 60 feet long and however many feet wide a 10-pin lane is. We just throw them faster, so they kind of get down the lanes a little faster. But yeah, it's the exact same size length. Okay, I will let them know. I will let them know that you guys want a little more from them. Nice out. JT, next time they said they want a little strut when you're coming back, maybe. You know, just a little something for the camera. A little something for the camera, okay? All right. What is it? 196 to 214. I gotta do better than that. 914. All right, let's hit those three. Yeah, I like that piece of wood over there. So as long as I can hit the three and kick something over. Wow. All right, well, 2 marks in my next 3 boxes. Needs to happen. Just to hit my average. I think I dropped that one too. We gotta put that ball out there a little more. Yeah, I think that was it. He was dropping the ball a little bit too much. 10. All right, come on, Tony. Gotta do something. We gotta do something. Oh. Oh boy, that was hideous. Manboy just subscribed. Manboy, thank you so much, buddy. Always appreciate that. Yeah, generally mid-30s. It all depends on the bowler. Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
had an 89 the first thing,
Okay.
and a 151.
Oh, yeah, you got him no matter
And
what.
then I got a 65 in the ball half now. So moving up.
He's having a rough night. All right, that's a 5 there for JT. 57. Yeah, I've heard some people can throw it like 45 miles an hour, which is insane. I generally throw it 34 miles an hour-ish. Dean kept telling me that I need to slow it down. You could not. Like, if you see the people who throw it the fastest in the game, and the two that I can think of off the top of my head, because I know them more personally, are Keith Beaupre and Josh Daly. Those two guys have two of the fastest balls in the game. And I'm told one of them, like Keith, hit 50 miles an hour one time. Every exception, Rickard, is Gary, of course. Gary does what he wants. But no, you could not throw it 84 miles an hour. Especially not accurately. Like that's the crux of the whole thing. You can throw it as fast as you can, which I'm assuming would be about 35, 40 miles an hour, but you need to be able to do that accurately every single time. And it's hard to do. It's okay, JT. It's going okay. It's going okay, Rickard. Trying to have a good time. Dean's been yelling at me. my ball isn't working as much as I would have liked. I'm going to go back to throwing it the way I normally do. Dean was telling me I had to slow it down like considerably, and that wasn't working for me. That wasn't working for me. Yeah, JT's been having a rough night overall. I mean, I think I've beaten him 2 games so far. That's never good for JT to lose to me. But we all have bad nights, you know. Did I catch any pins? What do you mean by that? Did I have to go and grab some and bring them back? I do my best not to run down there if I don't have to. The JT, the young man on the team, can go do that. Yeah, good ball, JT. All right, me and JT tied at 91. Well, it's Candlepin, not Candlestick, Kyle. But the ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Most people who have their own are going to either have 2 6s or 2 7s. The 2-4 is really just for like the glow bowling balls and stuff like that. Mr. Robson, great seeing you. Thank you again for the subscription and the gift. And another gift, a Tiny Diny. Thank you, thank you. Like I said before, it really helps me a lot, and I always appreciate it so much. So thank you. And have a good night. All right, Dean. Just off the head bin. What is Joe's average? We got Joe with a 105.8. So his 130 is a great game for Joe. Joe is the best bowler on the team with a 105. This game, we're down by another 37 pins right now. Dean off the head pin. I think at this point we just need to focus on the individual games that are happening and not the totals. So I don't think we're winning totals at this point. We have to win the next 2 games totals by 50 pins apiece, and that is tough to do. Currently down by 98 pins in totals, so yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, duck pin is very similar. Duck pin ball is still bigger than a candlepin ball, and their pins are a little bit wider, I think. Candlepin is definitely the hardest of all the different styles of bowling. Yeah, I need to just bowl my own way and like just have fun up there. Like that's the key for me. Oh, great ball from Dave. Wow. One of the lanes down there must keep breaking because I keep hearing it, like all the pins fall down. Dean with a nice 10. 101 right now for Dean through 8. How's it going, Sharon? Good. Wish I was bowling better, but you know. Yeah. Dean, great ball. Oh, leaving the 7-10 split. That is a tough one. He's got a piece of wood. I would assume he's going to at least try to use that piece of wood. I assume he's going to try to do the left cap. Would be my guess. Left cap. Takes it. He ended up with, what did he end up with? He had a good second half, too. He had a really good second half. I gotcha. Is this not enough for you guys? Welcome.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Was that enough of a strut, or should I have done a little more? Oh. Hi, Dean.
I want some money. We're doing second mortgage over the weekend.
Okay.
So,
Well, what was that?
the ACBT.
Oh.
The CPL.
Yeah, no oil. No, yeah, I blocked them too.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Well, because they were watching my stream last week.
You know?
Yeah, oh, he pops up. And I was like, really? As soon as I left here, blocked. Both the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour and the Amateur Candlepin Bowling were watching me last week. I was like, huh, weird, okay.
Well, I saw Logan. Who has an account for that?
Everybody. Anybody who goes live on it has access to it. So it could have been anybody, but not the other one. I was like, I know who that is. So, yeah. Sorry, that was talking separately. Yeah, no oil on the lanes, obviously. I'm going to throw my own ball this time.
Come on, finish strong. Come on.
Here we go. I'm excited for this. I'm going to do really well here. Okay.
Come on, all set up now. All set up now.
This game's easy.
Geriatric strike. Hey, keep these balls. All right, good. Hey, yeah, do the back.
How do you like that, huh? I told you I was going up there and just having fun. Going up there, tossing strikes. That's a little bit of a slow strike, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how fast they fall.
Hey, all right. Look at the other side now.
Okay.
That's how you do that. That's the ball. Keep going now. Ah.
All right, I'll take that spare on the strike. I mean,
By the end of the night.
he is. He doesn't have cash. Down by 130 pins right now in totals. Oh, I thought that was a good ball there. Nope, that was a bad one. Throwing a strike right here. Calling it now.
Hey, run it down. Come on. Half a quarter. Got a hit. All right, Joe.
Okay. Kyle taking over the number 3 gifter spot. Thank you. Donuts and roses. Way to my heart right there is the donuts and roses. Joe with a great first ball. No luck on it. Way to go, JT. Yeah, I'll take a 63 half. It was my best half so far. So home run for the Red Sox. Yeah, like I said, I think it was my best half that I've had so far today. So, whoa. Is that a galaxy from Rachel? Are you serious? Rachel! Rachel! Thank you so much. That's awesome. That's huge, Rachel. I think you're the #1 gifter by far right now. That's way too generous of you, Rachel. I super appreciate it, obviously. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dude, now I got a big smile on my face. Between a new subscriber tonight, a Galaxy. I mean, come on, you guys are. I say it every time, but usually it's toward the end of the stream. But I do have the best fans on all of TikTok. I know I don't get the numbers that some of those other people do, but man, just the absolute best people. Absolute best people in my stream every single week. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Love you guys. #1 fans by far, Biggs, okay? I have been in some of the other people's lives, and there's not some nice people out there. But I think we have done a good job getting rid of all those people, try to, get them out of there. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can feel the good vibes. Well, I do because, honestly, talking to you guys is like half the fun of me coming down here. Rachel with the hand hearts too. I very much enjoy coming down here and every week talking to the same people. I always wish I had more that I could talk about, with you guys. Jason, God bless you too. Always seeing you. I needed you a little bit before, for the blessing. Game 3, I really could have used it. But yeah, I love coming down here. When I took a couple weeks off for the mental health that I 100% needed, not talking to you guys is the hardest part of it. It's okay. It's okay. Definitely forgiven. Always just happy to see. I'm happy when I can see all of my regulars every single week. It always just feels good, Yes, it is, Biggs. And I was having a rough couple weeks, and I definitely needed the mental break from doing it for a little while. I will definitely be talking a lot during football season. I'll talk about my fantasy team with you guys. Nobody ever wants to hear about people's fantasy teams, but I will gladly talk about that. Rachel with some more hand hearts. Speaking of hand hearts, we haven't seen Lisa tonight. She always stops by with some hand hearts. I'll have to check in on her, make sure she's doing okay. Whoa, and Rachel lit up the roses too in the gallery. I never 100% know what that means, but I think it's like a game that they give to the gifters, and then you guys try to light up all the different things. I don't really understand that. But. Ew, Ravens. Yeah. No, I'm all set. I don't mind the Ravens, but obviously a Patriots fan first and foremost. Rachel, I appreciate every single thing that you did tonight. I mean, just you showing up every single week makes me happy. So, thank you. I appreciate it. You're the number one gifter. I don't think anyone is going to take your spot. Nice half for JT. Nice 71 half. That's a half right there, JT.
I already beat my old score for 5.
Yeah, I do. I think you beat game 3 already.
Hey.
That's me. I think that's me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm already up. Be careful.
Uh-oh. I mean, Eagles fans, really? Eagles fans? I don't know about the Eagles fans. I think are the worst. So after last game,
Yeah.
I walked down there to go bowl, and Dean gave me this like dirty look, like I had lost it for us or something.
I lost it.
I mean, all of us had lost to our guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Dean, because Dean had like a 130.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you didn't even beat your guy, so I don't want to hear it. He got so mad.
I love you. Well, when I messaged you that earlier today, I said, this is a very important match. We got to save the Hendeans for it. That's what he says to me all the time. He's like, Tony gonna bowl? Tony gonna bowl?
Yeah, I told him.
I know. Yeah, because we were golfing Saturday.
Yeah.
Tony's gonna bowl. Get Aaron St. Cyr. I'm like, Tony's gonna bowl.
Yeah, definitely bowl. It is achy right now, but it's not like in pain like it has been. So achy I can deal with. Max is not bowling tonight. No. Max is camping this week.
What's going on with Lottie?
I don't know. Did you see his
What do you think his profile?
him in a mask? Like a full face mask? And I was like, oh, that's weird. Okay. Are you going to text me? Are you going to call me? Something? But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but for an option for you daily. Daly's looking to bowl Tuesdays if you need somebody.
I would like to have Daly, obviously.
I know.
But
This line is already on Sean's team.
okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely me and Max and X. If Josh wants to, he
I know.
has top priority over anybody, I think.
Well, it may be Lottie because he's been home.
No, Lottie first. Yeah, of course. Of course, Lottie first. But if Lottie's not there,
Yeah.
I can't believe I got hung. And then you got hung the one before. And then Dean was hung the one before that.
And then you can get hung again.
Nope.
No.
You're going to get the crown.
Wait.
$5, he doesn't make it. 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 if he makes it. If he doesn't make it, you give me 1.
I mean, those are good odds.
I mean, I hope he makes it.
No.
No. Okay, I got my $1 from JT.
Remember the change you gave me a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, you're going to give it back to me? That was 3 hanging in a row. He couldn't get 4 in a row, but, we got...
That is a $2 loony.
Wow.
There.
I'll take a $2 Looney Tooney.
Hold it up. That's like $1. That is $1. Money bags.
Hi. Yeah, so JT was just asking how Lottie was doing and if we're going to see him again. I hope we do. But I haven't heard from him at all, unfortunately. Dean has no balls right now. So, Rachel, if you're still here, Max is not bowling tonight. He's camping. He's camping with my my mother-in-law. And if you weren't here for the original story about Max going camping, I'll gladly tell it again because I thought it was pretty awesome. Max is camping this week, and while he's up there, he stopped up in Maine to go bowling in a new bowling alley. And as soon as he walked in, the guy behind the counter had looked at him and he goes, "Oh my God, I know you." And Max is like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're Max. I know you." He's like, I've seen you bowl a bunch of times on video. He's like, "You bowl so good." And Max was recognized for the first time, and he didn't know quite how to deal with it, but he was pretty thrilled about it.
That's what he was doing to me.
Hey, good 10. All right, here we go. Right behind you. All right, I'm up here on the right. 226 to 210. We are up by a few pins already. A lot of wood up there. Nice spare, Tony. Nice spare. Let's go. I mean, just looking at totals, we're still down by 76 pins at totals. Got a game and a half to go. I don't think we're going to make it, but that would be quite the comeback if we can. No. Oh, I hate that so much. Why? Like, why? It's okay. Nice shot. I'll take that as an out. Oh, okay. That was ugly. But I know. Me too. Kathy boy was telling me how much she hates the game. Still hate the game. Don't worry, my last mark I filled with a 1. So why can't I just do that every single time, you know? It's so much easier if you could just do that every time. All right, right down the middle. Two in a row. This game's easy. I love this game.
You know what I want to say?
Put it on the board.
No.
Oh.
Double. What do you do with doubles all the time?
Two. All right. Two doesn't matter. Let's fill it up. Double two every time. Man, it's okay. Oh, I hate this game. I don't really, but
We got that audio. If we got that audio, it's going in.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was a bomb. I did real good. And then a two fill, just like JT said I was going to. That's the worst part of it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks that game. I am happy with those marks. But still, you know, JT has to call me throwing a two fill on my strike. He did. It's his fault, right? Wait till I tell him that it's his fault. Happy with the way I bowled. Like, I don't know. Like, I talk a lot while I'm up there, but I do. I love this game. I really do. There's nothing. All the bad parts also make it half the good parts. You know what I mean? You do both 5 frames at a time. Yep. In speed leagues, like this one is, we do 5 frames at a time. Most of the time in Candlepin, it's 2 frames at a time. But it all depends on the league that you're a part of. I always prefer the 5 at a time, so if you watch me, most of the time, that's what we're going to be doing is 5. I generally don't bowl in the leagues, you only do 2 at a time. It's just, I get all excited to get up and bowl, and then I have to sit down right away. It's just not for me. Jedi, always good seeing you, buddy. Yeah, I wish JT didn't jinx me, but I understand those 2 a.m. starts. So, Jedi, good luck. May the Force be with you. Maybe I'll even win $1 tonight from these guys. I doubt it. I doubt I'll win my $1 from them, but that's okay. Actually, I think I'm going to run over and grab an actual lemonade right now. I am thirsty. I will be right back.
So many times already.
I'm not tonight at least. They can't hear you, so. No, you need to have the microphone like really close to you in order. But the stuff your sister has said on here, that's nothing. Because when she's pulled with me a few times, I've let her be mic'd up. And that is a mistake every time. But she has a personality, so it's nice, you know.
You had me mic'd up while Owen got angry, so I'm just gonna be like, shit, she actually speaks.
What is the score right now? This game is 348 to 309. We are up by 39 pins this game. Totals is 1401 to 1464. Still down by 63 pins in totals. Sorry, I was off getting a lemonade, making sure the lines were still kept all clean, you know?
I hit a single pin. That's bullshit. No board. Yeah, that's bullshit. Figure whatever you want. We want man.
All right, what do we get now? 357. So we gained another one pin there. Every pin counts, though. Every single pin counts. I might actually win the dollar, guys. I might actually win the dollar from my team. It'll be the first time in like weeks, maybe even a month or two, since I've won a single game. I mean, not 2 months. Probably a month, though. JT and Dean have just been so good recently. And it's been really tough to stay on top of them. Which is no problem. It's fine with me. I like having good people on my team. Like seeing the high scores. Yeah, Dean, 87, filling it up. There it is. Great ball there. That's a 7. He's got a split. Not fun. Not fun at all. Wow, nice try. Dean almost making it, too. Almost. Anybody have anything they did this weekend? Something good, something fun, anything you want to talk about? My weekend this weekend, I played a lot of Dragon Warrior 4 for the NES on my emulator. That is what I did for a lot this weekend. I felt like just playing some old school RPGs, turn-based, and it was a beautiful weekend, so I sat outside, brought my laptop out, put it in some shade, and sat outside and played some old school NES games. Oh, great try by Dean right there. I can't believe it. I won my $1. I won $1, everybody. Woohoo!
Tony, win one!
Yes! It's been like a month since I've won one, so I am very happy about that. You guys have been going so good that... All right. 393. Straight through the hole. Come on, let's hit that head then. There's no time to spare. Come down to Hero Beck. All right. All right. Trying to keep up with him, it's not easy. It was a good fill, but didn't hit the headpin, so.
Working my way up to the front.
9. Nope. Oh, Tony, terrible ball. Got one more? Let's do it. Come on. Let's go right at that head pin. Let's make it happen.
I kind of hope we don't play this one damn idiot sandwich type of high fives. That would be great.
You coming down to the brewery on Thursday? Next Thursday?
Next Thursday. I mean, I'll go drink.
You know, I'm going to be there.
What time does that start?
6.
My daughter has to get to 5:30, 6:30.
We got priorities in life, okay? Sorry, daughter.
Might be my wife did.
Last row is on the 4th.
Okay. Anyway, what did I miss? What did I miss from here? Played Rocket League over the weekend, is what I'm assuming that was from. I have never played Rocket League, ever. We went to, what's a gaming convention down in Boston? I can't remember the name of it. Me and my older son had gone there one time, and we just saw a line, so we hopped in it. We're like, yeah, it's probably fun. It was some sort of huge Rocket League competition. And once we found out, we had to get out because we're like, neither of us knew anything about the game at all. Which I feel bad, you know, because I knew nothing about it. I was so overwhelmed with how many people were there. Oh, great ball from Joe. Both the guys up there should have had strikes. Those are both fantastic balls. Go way left, way left. Wow, what a shot, JT. What a shot from JT. Not the way I would have played it at all, but apparently that was the way it was going to go. You don't normally see that. Another great first ball from both guys, honestly. Both guys threw a fantastic ball up there. Easily could have been a strike. Nice 9-pin drops out of them both. There it is. That's a spare. JT makes his spare also. Attaboy, kid. Off the head pin there for Joe and for JT. Both of them had two good first balls, and then both of them missed there by a lot. JT not happy with the way that one went. It happens to the best of us, though. There it is. That's a didn't hit the head pin. Both of them with leaving a bunch up there. That is a 5 for JT. What do we have for plans next weekend, everybody? I got a lot of fun plans going on next weekend. So I want to hear what you guys are doing though first. Anyone going to see the new Deadpool movie? Because I will be watching that. I'll be watching that on Saturday. A couple friends. 4 of us are all getting together. There it is. Wow. Very good ball from Joe there. Didn't want to go. Sonia is giving it to JT right now. Just ripping him apart for missing that shot. That's him. Dollar bills up there? Okay. Yeah, that was just one bad box. That's all that was, JT. Shake it off and get right back at it. We all have one bad once in a while. Trying to talk JT up, but I don't think he appreciated it. Great ball from Dean Sullivan. What a spare. Dave's definitely come back down a little bit. Dave game, I think 3 and 4, he was in the 130s. Dean all over that head pin. Let's go. Oh, left with a big split though. I had this very similar shot. Game 1 like 3 times, and it was awful to try to hit. I can't do this. You got to split the 2 on the right, and then hopefully it kicks over and takes out the other one. That is the goal, and that's what you're trying to do. But even if you hit it perfectly, it's not always going to go. It's one of those ones you kind of have to get a little lucky. Okay, way off the head pin there. Dean all over the head pin. All right, 9 pin drop. It's just got 1 to hit. That is the 4 pin still standing. Dean letting Sonia go first. Missing the head pin is Sonia. Dean easily making his spare, which is nice. Dean wants his dollar back. 1691 to 1619 right now for totals. So I don't think we're going to win totals. We'd have to make up 72 pins right now, deficit, in half a game. That means each bowler would have to beat their bowler by 20 pins, which is basically 3 marks. And I don't think that's going to happen. So I think the best we're going to get is a split if we can win this game. And that's got to be the goal right now. We don't want to fall backwards. There you go. Nice job, Dean. All right, one more frame for Dean, and then I'll be up there after that. I'll be up on the right-hand side. Dave, though, with a great first ball. Looked better than that from back here. Dean, a nice 6 fill in his spare. He is at 57 right now through 4. 3 out of 4 marks. And set up for him a nice diamond. Not the easiest shot to make, but not the most difficult either. There he goes. 4 out of 5 marks already for Dean Sullivan on the left-hand side. Our anchor bowler. All right, let's keep it going. Hey, great half.
Trying to get 8 points up. All right, Joe.
All right, sounds good. What? Power up. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Nope. Bad throw. Keep the wrist straight. I thought that had it. I thought that had it. No, oh, I felt my arm completely pulled that time. Nice shot. Nice shot. Okay, we need to throw some marks. Rest of the way, we're throwing marks. We're getting 3 in a row.
Got a guy. Needs the guy.
Go right at it, buddy. Here's one. There's one mark. I said we were going 3 for 3. So let's do it. Let's see if we can keep it going. We can. We're going to do it. It's 2 for 2. Let's go. 2 for 2. One more. Come on, Tony. We need the biggest finish, so. Nice shot. Okay. We said we were going 3 for 3. We're going 3 for 3. We're going to hit the head pin, make our spare. It's okay. That's okay. Because this is still a makeable shot right here. No, I can't believe I missed that shot. Don't do that. Oh, I thought I had it. Okay, it wasn't going. Even if you hit the head pin. That's good to know.
That's my day.
That was only an 8. There's one hidden behind. No, I appreciate the extra. I do. I appreciate the extra pin, but no, not today. Sarah Christine with 10 Community Fest. Thank you so much, Sarah. That is awesome. Taking the number 2 gifter spot. Nobody's taking the number 1 gifter spot tonight. No one's taking it from Rachel. Rachel went way above and beyond tonight, so I fully expect her to be the number 1. What's going on?
Tonight was not fun.
No?
No.
Why?
Pins did not do what they were supposed to.
Mine did off and on. Thank you. When Dean wasn't yelling at me, it was good. It was a good night. Dean definitely makes me feel like an 11-year-old again. You know,
I love you.
it makes me feel like your grandfather yelling at me.
Yeah.
You know,
So it's funny because
they're the same person.
when my grandfather's not here, I'm like, Dean, will you just yell at me, please?
See, I was afraid of your grandfather.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I did, and I still went there all the time.
I was afraid, but I kept coming back, you know?
I was like, this guy probably knows what he's talking about, but he's yelling at me.
But he's yelling. I don't think he knows how to talk quiet.
Yeah. Well, I used to go there just, like I wasn't part of the kids' league or anything. And I was just, me and my girlfriend would go bowling once every week or two, you know? And he would come down there and start coaching me. And I'd be like, who is this guy? Just,
Who are you?
I know he works here, but I probably would have listened to him a little more if I knew. But at the time, it was just like, we're
At
just,
the time, it's like, who is this crazy old man?
yeah, we're just down here for a good time. We're not here for whatever, you know?
I know that
Michael Tangway sending a gift, and Sarge also. You guys are awesome.
I know JT, Dean, and Sean bet money.
Yes, and Brian Fuller.
And Fuller too. Okay.
JT just likes to bet a lot. I do $1 a game, and that's enough for me. I donate my $5 to the team every week.
I do the high single, and that's my donation. That's enough for me.
I do it if it's a single game. But the way Josh does it now, where it's the total,
right? Yeah.
I have no chance of that.
The one I do for the women is the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's so much better. Because it gives me a,
Right.
I'm not going to have the best score overall. I'm definitely not going to be the high
For the night.
total for the night.
That's why I did it.
Yeah. But you can always just have one good game.
One good game is really all you need.
Yep. Even in a league with great bowlers, you never know.
I know better than to donate. I look at that one and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Every time I look at Fuller and I'm like, here's my donation.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, me too. One time I didn't have the 5, and he's like, I'll put you in anyway, don't you worry. That was just you're not going to win it anyway, Tony, but you know what? I feel bad for you. You've donated enough to this. Yeah, lemonades are always good, Michael. Very much appreciate it. We only have 26 people watching right now, but it has been a very good night for gifts.
15, no ball.
Sometimes, well, the beginning of the night was rough with the Wi-Fi. When the Wi-Fi starts out being bad, generally we get a very slow night, which is just what happens. They're going down there trying to find the balls and where they are. Every once in a while they'll get stuck on, there's like a spinning plate back there, and they can kind of get stuck in there. And just kind of rolling and rolling and rolling, and then they gotta just go down there and kind of kick them free, I guess. I don't know the background as much as some of the other people. I've never worked in a bowling alley. I just know what I've seen and heard. This is game 5. I'm all done bowling for the night. Yes, I am. Want to make sure I can take my socks and my shoes off. Get back in my sandals. So much more comfortable like this. JT on a strike. No. I thought he was going to double it up. I was hoping so. He's going to come back and take my $1 from me, but that's okay. I don't mind. I still had a good game. I still threw a 111. There it is. Oh, all over the headpin, but nothing going for it. JT, 3 marks in a row right now. 5 marks total in the game. 1770 to 1805. We're actually only down by 35 pins in totals right now. At one point, we were down by over 100 pins in totals. It's still going to be difficult to come back from this. Like 35 pins is a lot of pins to make up. But it could happen. It could definitely be happening right here, right now. $44 technically now, but JT's going to fill his mark and then get one more mark. JT all over the headpin. Big split. 3 and 1. The 3 takes the 1, basically. You got to get it in between that 2-4. And then kick it right over. Yeah, a little too full on the 2-pin there. We got to hope that Joe doesn't make this shot. But he should, yeah. That was a relatively easy one for him. I was hoping he didn't, but you know, it is what it is. All right, JT with a nice 128 game. Good game. No, I thought it was. You were above average. Your average is not a 128.
Oh, for that game I was.
Right. That game you were above average. So that's what I said. I didn't say a good night. I think you had an average night.
For me.
114 average.
I had a 98 and a 91. And a 101.
I understand.
I had 2 good games.
You finished strong. You finished like a beast. That's what I'm talking, JT. You finished strong. You gotta hype these guys up. You know, they get so down on themselves all the time. And you gotta hype them up. You gotta talk to them. Dean with a 4 fill. Whoa. There it is. Nice 10 there for Dave. That's a gainer against us. Currently 1796 to 1839. 43 pins down. Dean is going to need at least a double strike in order to win this totals. I don't think we're going to win totals. I really don't. I would hope so, but even Dean would have to have at least another 80 to finish with about a 160, I think, in order for us to win this one. And I don't think he's throwing a 160. Good games tonight. What's up? It is. And it flip-flops, you know. All of a sudden the game can look easy, and then other times you can't hit anything. And you're doing the same thing every time. So, yep. Look at that double strike and then a 2 fill. Like, good. I'm glad. Make sure you always like them, you know, because I get paid on every like. So, yep. I don't know about the commentary. The commentary is just average, but. Okay, yep. That's what there's so many good bowlers in this game. And, like, people like Josh Daly, Justin Waters, they're all, you know who them, you see them all the time. You don't see the other 110 bowlers, the 105 bowlers. And I just like to show everybody if I can. And Dean has been unbelievable. He had 9 spares in a row the other day.
He made some spares that I did. Really.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. What's up? I haven't seen him since the ACST season, you know. Not anywhere near here. Like, he lives really far away. He lives in Western Mass.
I averaged once.
Nice job. Way to go. That's awesome.
We got 88 average today.
How was Chicago?
Interesting. There was 9 tornadoes at the same time, and we had to evacuate.
Nice. Was the one tornado that hit Chicago, was it when you were there?
They all were in Chicago.
Really? Like I knew one like that they showed around here.
Yeah, there was one. I don't think it like hit the ground.
Yeah.
I was asleep for it. That was the first one. That was the first night. Second night was the 9. And there was one like 2 streets away from us, which was the one that we had to evacuate for. And then one was at the airport.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So like we were all scared of and then our flight got pushed back by an hour.
An hour is not bad.
Yeah, but we got there an hour early. And
Yeah.
there was drama.
Oh boy.
But I did get to sit alone on the way back. And it was fun.
Okay, that's good.
I found out I love airplane rides.
Airplanes are fun. Yeah, I know.
Especially when there's turbulence.
My first time, not my first time flying, but I was about 7 when I first flew by myself across the country. My mother's like, okay, here you go, or my grandmother. And then I had to go fly to my mother on the other side of the country.
Yeah, the flight
Yep.
there was my first flight. And it was turbulent basically the whole time. They were still going about 200 miles an hour when they landed. So it was a really bad landing.
Yeah, no, that sounds too fast while you're landing.
That was really
Yeah, usually you're still going in the hundreds, like 100 something. But
I felt like I was on my seat. And I probably
oh, it's terrible.
Split.
Ah, good bowling tonight. Good bowling. Good bowling tonight. JT, you took we took 6.
They're straight.
Yeah, we took 6 tonight.
12.
527, 541 to 608.
No.
Dean with another 600 night. Love it, Dean. I'll take that. I'll take a 527. That is perfectly average for me. Really? It's because oh yeah, I had the 91 and 92. Yeah, the 91 and 92 really hurt me because my other 3 games were all really, really good games for me. It is what it is. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you all for showing up. I know there's only a couple of you left tonight, but I got an amazing number of gifts and new subscribers, and I say it all the time, I have the best fans on all of TikTok. You guys are fantastic. Thank you all so much. And I will see you all on Thursday night. Have a great night.